You know it, KD, the laughing stock, Nathan's got that voice. In this crazy world, we gotta make a choice. They say our logic squishy, but we're making noise from the top of the charts. Here the peoples rejoice. Stop being buck munchers, just get squishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss. Stop being buck munchers, just get squishy with us. Join the laughter wave, make a fuss.
Oh yeah!
I didn't realise how thin my arms looked then until I did that. I lost so much muscle weight over the years. But that's what happens when you live in Britain.
That's right.
You get your guns out when there's a little bit of sun. You get red, and you think you're stronger than you are because we're British and we are not able to see what's going on in the world.
Well, we can.
It'll make sense to you.
Just don't do it.
Sure. Hello. I am your comedian babyface and everyone's favourite Kd Hinken.
Yep.
I am joined by my favourite comedic buddy boy. He is the head pope of the Kd Parish with 17 fingers squeezed up into his catheter. What's the one that goes into the penile?
Yes.
Catheter?
That's one thing.
The catheter. Not many men that can be fish. I don't know what. I haven't
This
slept
one's
for days.
derailed.
I haven't slept for days. I should probably start this straight away.
Yeah.
Well, no, I have slept, but I haven't slept great for a few days.
It's going to be a bit of a gas leak podcast.
It is going to be a
Yeah.
bit of a gas. But this time it's a gas leak podcast with a plan, though, at least.
Yeah.
We've got structure, because we're going to be talking...
It's a planned gas leak, like in a Bourne film.
Well, more like Community, really. They had a gas leak. They didn't know they were, but then for the rest of the series, that was the continuity. It was a gas leak series. And that was also last week and this week, but this week we've got a plan for it, though.
Yeah.
So we're going to be talking
As I
all
say,
about...
it's like a Bourne film. He sets up the gas, sets up the microwave, puts the thing in the microwave. The people come in. They're like, "Oh, look, there's Jason Bourne's been here." And then they go, "Oh, what's in the microwave?" Click, click, click. Kaboom! And everyone dies.
You know what, actually, I am jealous of Jason Bourne. Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because he could forget that conversation ever happened.
That's true. You can't, though.
I can't, no.
Anyway, let's say it again so that you never forget.
Can.
So,
we're going to be talking about the censorship of Britain, which not everybody in Britain knows about, really. To be fair, not everyone a lot of people in Britain have no clue, really.
No.
And we are here to teach you all, because that's what we do. We entertain and we educate.
Yeah.
We're like the attractive teacher you had in school.
It's also censorship isn't something that's just happening in the UK. It's happening like globally, but we seem to be a leader in it.
Yeah, yeah.
We seem to really like clamping down on people's right to say what they think.
Oh, it's everything. It's full stop. Like, there's so much.
Yeah.
I don't want to get into it right now,
Yeah.
because
it's a big topic and we've got stuff to do.
well, I've got more examples. I've got little like all different versions of censorship.
Yeah.
How it's come about, like, you know, the different laws that have come in, what's happened with them, examples of dynamics, all that kind of stuff. But before that, good old just random chatter about any old crap.
Yeah.
Nathan, how is your nipple?
I mean, I've got weird nipples.
Okay.
Mine changed size,
I think everyone's does.
but like drastically.
As in the areolo? Or the
The whole thing.
Yeah, they get hard,
Oh,
like a penile.
Yeah, but mine go from like real wide to like real tiny.
It's like when you're cold or that. I'm trying to think now, actually, if you have, like, you know, a kind of cold reaction from your nipples. Like, obviously you have a cold reaction, but it's like the opposite, really.
Yeah.
I suppose it's not, actually. It's still kind of like
It's a contraction.
like a squeeze in, but
Yeah.
when your nipples squeeze in, they kind of protrude.
They do, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's kind of the
Yeah, yeah.
opposite.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't be getting an erection while you're cold as shit.
I mean, you could. But Russians would disagree.
Well, that's just because they have to get an erection despite it being cold as shit.
Yeah.
And despite the 200% vodka running through the system.
That's what helps. It's antifreeze.
I don't think alcohol ever really helps.
Does if
with
it's
an erection.
antifreeze.
I don't know if that would.
If you put high enough
I
alcohol
don't know.
content into someone's blood, they're definitely going to survive a little bit longer.
Well, they'll survive a bit longer because they
Yeah.
won't be able to.
To freeze as much.
Yeah, you can't. It doesn't sound.
Fill them with a
tension all
few
the
fucking
time.
burgers as well. That increases the fucking. Oh, she's done it.
Yeah, if the camera moves at any time, it's our director is sleeping behind the camera. By
Yeah.
director, I mean my beautiful but annoying kitty.
Yes.
I can't control the puss out like I used to be able to
Well.
back in my day. I'll sort it out in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll sort it out.
It's bugging you, I can tell.
It's going to start showing my what I'm going to be rolling in a second. Which, even, that's the thing. Even I, at this point now, I'm starting to be like questioning, like not questioning the stuff I'm thinking or saying or my opinions or anything. Just being like, just expecting the police to start watching like people's random, anyone that's like,
Yeah, they can.
Because it's not like we're pretending that this is like a big podcast or anything, but
But
general people still get it.
It's
which
lucky
we'll
that
get
we're
to
just
later.
smoking CBD, isn't it?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
about that. But
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like...
Some people might misconstrue it.
But, but even us just talking about, like... Well, we'll get to it.
Even us talking about the
We'll get to it
censorship
later.
is a thing that could potentially get you sort of picked up to be looked at for censorship.
It's crazy, even if you self-edit as well.
Yeah.
Even if you get rid of it, it doesn't matter. And, man, some of this new stuff as well, though, that I've, like, learned over the past day, too, like, at the level of, the laws that the government don't have to follow their own rules, basically. But we do.
We do, yeah.
In regards to...
Excuse me, fart.
If we, I'll give you the specifics later, but let's just say if you shared something from a news site or government site, whatever, and that was incorrect, but you shared it, it's on you now.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if they're wrong, it's on you. You
Um,
should check it.
Let's look at the fact it's
How dare
always
you
been,
trust a responsible source?
Yeah, it's always been one rule for for the plebs and one rule for the fucking ruling class. I mean, you just got to look at the fact that they went and checked all of the toilet lids and toilet like stoppers, the back bit as well, in Parliament for cocaine residue.
Oh, right, I heard about it.
Every single one had cocaine residue on them. Not most of them, not some of them, not one person's private bathroom. Every single motherfucking toilet had cocaine on it at some point recently.
I mean, saying about the government people doing coke is one of the few things that will endear them to the common person.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't,
Except it doesn't, because they then pass a load of laws that make it like really, really bad to even fucking carry cocaine on you.
Yeah, that's not all of them, though. You know what I
It's definitely at least
mean?
some
No, I
of them.
mean, all the MPs, like the majority of the MPs
And there's
in there
enough
don't get to
cocaine
choose
going
it.
around that at least some of the MPs who are voting for that shit are also MPs who are doing cocaine.
Oh, I bet most of them, I bet it's like
Yeah.
a thing there. I bet if you tested, like, Parliament and stuff, I bet they'd all show up for it.
You should have to have a drugs test to get into Parliament, I think. You should definitely. If
Kind of
I
pointless.
can't drive a car while high, then you definitely can't run a
Well.
fucking country.
I mean, I do feel like I would run a country better high, though, than sober. I'm not going
I
to lie.
mean, it would take the stress off.
Which you kind of need to
Argentinia's
make...
trying to invade the Falklands again. Oh, you know what? I can't be bothered with this shit anymore.
I mean, that's not both stereotypical version of a stoner there.
Yeah.
True, and don't get me
I'm
wrong,
not-
it's
that's what I
stereotypical for a
do.
reason.
I mean, I just feel like, fuck it, just blow the whole thing up. No one has it.
Also, you get angrier.
Oh, I'm an angry
my God.
I'm an angry relaxed stoner, you know?
Oh, okay, yeah, you're chill, but you're just
Yeah.
gonna happily, chillfully watch the world burn.
Yeah, I was
I
one
like
of
that.
those. I was one of those people who used to play Command and Conquer, and I'd play it on one of the sort of easier difficulties, not the easiest one, but just like one where it's not too much of a challenge. And I would build about 18 nuclear weapon silos. I'd wait for them all to count down, and then I would just click, 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 click over the enemy's base and just watch a fucking tornado of nukes land on top of it. I've got... If I would be any fucking like superhero, I would probably be a Joker because I just want to watch the world burn.
I mean, just so you know, the Joker is not a superhero,
Yeah, he doesn't have to be though, does
nor even a supervillain.
he? No, he's not.
It made me laugh too, but something mentioned it was like, oh, in this list, I am not going to include people that have superpowers. That was, it was who could last in the Walking Dead universe.
Right.
Quick little tangent.
Right.
And he was like, but I'm not going to include anyone that has superpowers, such as Spider-Man or Batman. We're all serious.
Fucking excuse me, bro.
And any of the superheroes, you could have mentioned Spider-Man. Fair enough.
Fair enough. Yeah.
And
Superpowers.
Batman.
No superpowers.
and then.
In fact, a perfect example to use in your video because he is a person with extremely good abilities.
Considering he again instantly goes on to John Wick, I'm like,
oh, come the fuck on.
like sure, because he is completely based in reality. He is.
Yeah, he's so normal.
But yeah, quick little tangent out of the way.
Fuck.
What did you mention before that again? I think we started going back onto the censorship thing by accident again, hadn't we? Actually, I think a bit. Yeah.
It's a bit of a too big of a topic to avoid.
It is because it's kind of everywhere, but there's always plenty of shit that's going on all the time. I know the stuff that I've written down that I just can't remember right this second because, as I said, working on about over the last 48 hours, I guess it would be last two sleeps.
Yeah,
it'd be longer, wouldn't it then?
Yeah,
like what 50. I can't bother to 60 something hours or whatever.
Right, okay.
On like 4 hours of sleep right now, 2 hours each night, maybe a bit more, maybe like 3 or 4 hours.
Yeah,
I don't like sleeping too much. I generally think you feel so much worse when you sleep. Like if I sleep for, I don't know, like 10 hours, I feel crap. If I sleep like 8 hours, I feel crap.
If I sleep for 10 hours, I feel more sleepy.
Yeah, even like after you've woken up doing that. I mean. Yeah, I know what you mean though. Yeah,
legit. If I sleep for too long, I will then end up feeling tired during the afternoon.
Yeah,
I don't know why. It feels like I'm going into hibernation or something.
Yeah, in a way though. I mean, it's pointless trying to actually look at the things and try to understand why, because they just realizing how little they understand about why we even sleep. Full stop.
Yeah,
they do not know why.
We know
some people, like you just said, then feel tired if you sleep for 10 hours. They ain't got a clue.
Yeah.
Ain't got a fucking clue.
So I saw a documentary a while ago where it was talking about people who don't sleep a lot. And there was a guy who sleeps for like half an hour a day. And he's absolutely fine. His body just does that.
Vince McMahon, not a great example, I know.
Not a role model.
Mental sensibility, but he was like a 2 hours a night kind of guy.
I can see that.
Just never wanted to turn his brain off and that.
You know, you can actually get all of the sleep you need done in 4 hours if you train your body to do it.
Oh, less apparently.
Yeah, but I mean, 4 is like the healthy amount. You can do a
5
full,
is my preferred.
Yeah, with a 4-hour sleep cycle, you can technically fall asleep, get the regenerative sleep, go into...
Yeah, you're saying if you're able to get into the deep REM sleep and all
then
that.
you get into the REM sleep, then you can have another cycle of this and another cycle of REM sleep, because REM sleep...
It's easy when they say that, like cycles and all that, but and they make it sound like that they understand it, but they just don't.
It's all different for other people, but in general, the rule is that REM sleep goes for I think it's like 15 minutes at a time. It's not actually
it's very short.
Yeah, it's short patches of REM sleep.
That's when you dream, isn't it? More so?
I think actually dreaming is either side of REM sleep. When you're in REM sleep,
Right.
you're so deep, you're not necessarily even remembering what it is you're dealing with in your head.
So it could be those kind of dreams. Because I know every day when I wake up that I've had so many dreams that I know are there.
Yeah,
but
but
they're
you
just
can't.
there, but they're gone.
Yeah.
Like they're gone.
Yeah, yeah. And that's part of what the whole,
Part of what dreaming is, because it's like part of what they say
but-
about like processing like memories and thoughts and all that.
Yeah, but that's part of the lucid dreaming thing as
Yeah,
well, is then
yeah.
sort of getting to the point where you are able to eventually sort of recognise those dreams, note them down when you wake up and make a, some kind of map of it.
I like it when you wake up say you wake up in the morning, but you can go back to sleep for a few hours.
Yeah.
So you quickly jump up, you need a piss, go and have a whiz or something, come straight back to bed and be like, oh, I a lot of the time I'll be like, oh, I like that dream that I was in actually, I want to go back to that.
Yeah, I do that.
You just go back
Yeah.
into it, won't you?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
crazy.
I think sometimes if I'm trying too hard to do that, it won't happen. But if I sort of just naturally go back to sleep, normally I just pick up where I was.
In my sleep mode, I'm pretty good with not overthinking things,
Yeah.
That's the one time I don't overthink things.
Yeah, I've had some strange dreams recently, but I've not remembered any of them. I've remembered wanting to go back to them, which is a difference. Because like for a while, I was not wanting to go back to my dreams.
Well, yeah, I mean everybody at certain times.
Yeah.
Oh, I did mention to you as well, which that was one thing that I wanted to bring up as well. Actually, just taking a wild detour then, because you saying that somehow made me think of this.
Okay.
Yeah, we already mentioned when we got here, before it was on the podcast, about how we've got a brand new Jesus now.
Oh yeah.
Black,
Your
bold,
own
bisexual.
personal.
No, hold on.
Jesus.
Just for the sake of the UK censors, not that we are saying there is anything wrong with being a black, bisexual, bold lesbian,
Yeah.
but maybe don't make a black, bisexual, bold lesbian woman. Well, I didn't need to say lesbian woman, but don't make that Jesus anyway.
No one.
That would be my main.
No reason to have a peen. No reason you've seen.
Yeah, I wish I knew the songs now. I'd join in.
I
wasn't even sure if it was Jesus.
Personal Jesus.
Well, that's the song, isn't it?
Yeah.
Actually, that's kind of right then, because this is their own personal Jesus.
Yeah.
Like, there is no more. I liked it because when I was listening to people talking about it, there was like a black woman complaining about it, being like, obviously, I have no,
I have no skin in the
issue.
game. Let's put it that way.
great way to put it. Great way to put it. And yeah, she was just insulting it and that, like, because I just want to wait for the first person, like I said to you earlier, to just be like, no, Jesus should be, as he was in the Bible, a white man.
Yeah.
That's what he should be, a white man. That's Jesus from Nazareth, from the Middle East.
Yeah, from Egypt.
What boy Egypt? Barry Christ. Barry Christ.
Oh,
and bang, the sins are gone.
yeah, he used to play darts down the pub.
British people would not. Anyone other than British people, sorry, would not understand that reference.
Yeah.
And that's still an outdated reference here, actually. My one, not your one, I mean.
Yeah.
Actually, the pubs are still outdated, I suppose, actually, technically.
Most of them are dying.
Yeah. That's why you think, though, now, like, so if pubs are going to continue to die, which they probably will, like, if they do continue to die, it's not the super sad thing, in my opinion, because it just means that it's just going away from that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Culture's changing.
Yeah. So what is the new place to do live comedy? For me, I already feel like it's started to be like, cafes and stuff already anyway.
I think weed cafes, as soon as that's a thing.
Well, yeah, obviously.
That's going to be a great thing.
Yeah. As soon as weed cafes are a thing, every form of entertainment would be welcome there.
Yeah. It'd be brilliant.
I can't think of anything that wouldn't work.
Imagine a weed cafe cinema.
Great.
Fucking great.
Awesome. Yeah,
Just fucking sit there, grind up a little bit. Make sure you keep your grinding a little bit quiet. Don't fucking be ridiculous. But
Well, I mean, if you got a loud grinder, then you should be banned anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
That's just weird.
That is weird.
I've heard some people do though, when it sounds like they're starting to try and like rev up one of their scooters or something.
Yeah. Some of the metal ones sound like you're trying to prepare a butcher's shop. It's crazy.
Prepare a butcher.
Cha-ching, 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 cha-ching,
Oh.
cha-ching, cha-ching. It's fucking crazy.
I swear, that just sounded like you were going into like the bit that's like at the beginning of one of the cinema things.
Got the cat there.
I have no idea what that is. It must be Odeon, I'm assuming.
Yeah,
Because that's
I think
what you're in a place like
I think that no, because it was in View as well.
I'm not. You're going down some freaking like next level. It sounds like some kind of like epic musical or something.
Same
I'm
thing.
imagining Mulan to come out.
Same tune.
And I'll make a
If you
man.
want to talk about fucking
out
epic
of
music,
you.
there is no more epic music than the Halo theme tune.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone
great.
knows that.
Yeah,
It's
totally.
the, it's the video.
It's just one thing that I hear my mum regularly say.
Have you
my
not seen that
nan,
video of a bunch of
Christians, Jewish people
Yeah.
on the news,
Yeah.
all of them, you'll always hear them
Yeah.
say, if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that Halo is the most epic theme music.
Yeah.
That's what they all say.
Have you ever seen that video? There's a bunch of kids who all go into their toilet in school and sing the fucking theme tune together. It sounds amazing.
Sounds like the gayest thing ever.
Oh.
That's what it is as well. Hold on, that does not sound like Halo. That just sounds like somebody. Just sounds like a recording from like some child just getting molested. Okay, just gonna keep doing this. That is no way. In no way does that sound like an epic. This is great podcast content here. This is amazing. You can just imagine the audio listeners like, oh wow, that's really what I want to listen to. That is.
Oh, I found that funny.
No, I will happily, wholeheartedly say, I have no idea what the Halo song is.
It's fucking awesome.
From what I heard, then sure.
Yeah. The
That
strings come in.
nothing says awesome like slow strings and
No, the
church
strings
style
are
music
staccato over the top, mate.
and the church style like chanting.
Yeah, bro.
Nothing says cool like church.
That's fucking right. Have you seen that video of the pastor who was like constantly against gay sex? Yeah, he was constantly preaching against it, and then he was found doing meth with gay prostitutes.
I've heard of a few like that.
They
Like the mayor or
interviewed-
something that was trying to stop gay
Yeah.
marriage as well
Yeah.
was found like in an orgy with.
They interview the guy afterwards, and he's like, he sat next to his wife in the car, talking over his wife, and she's like, "Did you ever do meth with him?" And he goes, "No, I did not do meth with him." And you can sort of see the sort of those days going lost in his eyes.
So I could only hear a half of that through the laughing, man.
Oh,
Honestly, I couldn't
man.
understand everything you were saying.
It's
then.
hilarious just watching this guy just going like, I did, do some gay stuff and some meth, but I haven't done the meth recently, so it's all good.
You know.
You should still
Like,
come
to
to
be
church.
fair, if you're a vicar, did you say, or something?
Oh,
was it?
pastor, yeah.
Yeah. If you're that and you're married, I reckon probably the gay cheating orgy type stuff is probably worse than the meth.
Yeah, it seems like it.
I can see in that world, in the normal world.
To the wife, I
no.
imagine it is.
Definitely to the wife. I fucking hope.
I mean, everyone else can go fuck themselves, really. It doesn't.
No, they're
doesn't
not
really-
fucking themselves. That's the problem.
Yeah. Doesn't really concern them that much, but like it really concerns her. Like I would find that concerning.
Understandably as well. I get it. Oh, have you seen
Oh fuck.
Oh no, I asked you this already actually before the podcast. I just realised I wanted to say it. You haven't watched the new South Park, have you? You haven't seen them yet. You need to check them out. The brand new episode dropped yesterday or the day before. The woman.
Recently, anyway.
It's all about ice. One side you got Mr. Mackey joining ice, and on the other side you've got Clyde is just taken like Eric's thing and it's basically like the Andrew Tate. Well, no, the Charlie Kirk basically,
Yeah.
but then Cartman pushes him out and does it, but then they're both doing it. But
Right.
it's funny, it's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, sounds good.
I kind of fell out of love with South Park for a bit, and I don't know why. This new season, it just pulled me right back in.
Yeah, sometimes they sort of take a bit of a dip, but they always come back. You know.
You got they had the obviously you had Trump in it again,
Of
popping
course.
up.
Yeah.
When Mr. Garrison was Mr. Mack was doing so well in ice that he got invited to Mar-a-Lago to get promoted, and it was Trump kind of set up
I
like
love the Mr. Mackey's in ice as well. I have seen the fucking
Yeah,
screenshot
yeah,
of
yeah.
him, and it's like so fucking obvious it's Mackey.
what's the Blofeld thing? Is it Blofeld? I think when it's like the Mr. fucking James Bond villain that's got
Yeah,
like the little
Blofeld.
guy
Yeah,
with
yeah.
him.
Oh no, Blofeld didn't have the little guy with him. That was something that Austin Powers did as an affectation.
I might be a mix of the two then.
Yeah, originally he had a kitty cat.
Because you got Donald Trump anyway. He's like doing that kind of blowout thing, and then he's got
got a JD Vans.
little tiny JD Vans with a really like bloated face of him.
Yeah, like the meme.
Obviously, okay, I hadn't seen it. yeah, good man.
Oh, it's so funny.
Right, I'll finish rolling and then we'll get on to
The actual
main
top
shit
tops.
Anyway. Have you watched any of Happy Gilmore 2 yet?
Nope.
I realised because I did watch it and I enjoyed it. It was a good film.
Yeah.
And I thought I'd seen it all, but then I've learned since that there was another wrestler in it that I don't remember being in it. Bobby Lee's in it apparently.
Oh.
And that explains why I don't quite remember how they got into the ending of the film. I think there's a good chance I fell asleep. I'm now realising.
It's sounding like that might have happened.
It does. If you can fall asleep in the middle of a film and not fully realise and still keep the grasp with what's going on, I don't know if that's good or bad. I can't
Depends on the
decide.
film in a way.
Yeah, because I can see why it would be good. I can see why it would be bad.
It's good if you're wanting to watch a movie on the weekend that you're not too fussed about, you know?
Mm.
But if you want to be doing that in your first viewing, I'm not sure.
What?
If you want to be doing that the first time you watch the film, I'm not sure that's the case, you know? But if you're sort of watching it later on just as like, oh, we can just throw that on and just chill, that's not so bad.
I'm a fan of watching films in like parts a lot of the time.
Mm.
Like when it's a longer film anyway, because I love now like, you know, a proper like hour and a half film. They're the best films still.
Oh, yeah.
It's obviously for ages, for the last like 15 years, you just
I'll
don't
push
get
it to-
them.
I'll
It's kind
push
of
it
coming
to
back
fucking
now.
an hour 10.
That's
Sorry, not an
a
hour.
film.
Sorry, I'll push it to I'll push it to like 90 minutes to 100 minutes. I'll sometimes push it to 110 minutes if it's good enough for like smooth action.
Yeah,
movie.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I know what you're saying. Underneath the 2 hours and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, I hear what you're saying. And because you
It's
know when
once you start
when
hitting
you
that
see an
2
hour-
hour plus bar, that's when it gets bloated.
and you know with that hour 50 or so as well, that a good like at least like 9 minutes at the end is credits. The number of like
Yeah.
thing I always think about too. But it just seems to be now, like I'm hearing this as well, that it's like coming back a bit more now, the idea of like, you know, the
The short
30-minute film.
movie. Yeah.
Because like the streaming services and stuff, because before it was all like, you know, based on having it in a cinema, and the
I'll tell
ones
you
that
what.
wanted it long
Yeah.
were China.
I tell you what was
It was
nice
the
as
China
well is
market.
that you know exactly how long the fucking movie's going to be now on streaming. You know, you get ready to watch a movie and it's like it's going to be exactly that long. When you go to a cinema, the movie is this long, but there's this many ads in front of it, and there's this that,
yeah,
and we're not
but-
necessarily going to start on the exact
yeah.
time. So you're actually leaving the cinema past the time your parking's finished. Thanks.
I mean, a smart person can work it out.
Yeah, you have to actually ask.
And
them
a lot of the time as well, like, I used to just go in really late. Do you know what I mean?
That's
Because
a
I
good
know
idea.
that it'd be like, at least like, you know, unless it's like been out for a while, you've at least got like 20, 30 minutes of trailers generally.
One of
or
my
hour
favourite
10
things
trailers.
I ever did is when I got back from uni at one point. None of my mates wanted to go see Hateful Eight, and I was like, I want to go see Hateful Eight, but if I'm going to go see a movie by
which-
myself,
That's the good one, isn't it?
that's the Quentin Tarantino one where he's
Yeah.
like it's all in the Old West and it's a
I haven't
sort of
seen
murder
it, but
who
yeah.
they done it. It's
I was
brilliant.
confusing him with Ridiculous Six.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm confusing.
No, Hateful Eight is brilliant. But I was like, I'm going to watch that in the cinema. But if I'm going to go to the cinema by myself, I'm going to make a thing of it.
Mhm.
I'm going to go and watch any other film beforehand that finishes just before fucking, Hateful Eight starts.
You're very paying. Good man.
No, I was still paying.
Oh,
'cause,
you just
yeah.
go straight and walk into the next
I could have
one.
done.
Yeah, man.
But I was honest. But anyway, what I did was, right, I watched a film called The Forest, I think it was, and it was about a girl trying to find her sister who went into the Japanese suicide forest,
Oh.
and it was all haunted and creepy and weird. And I,
Suicide Forest will do that.
yeah,
They do be creepy.
yeah, I fucking enjoyed that movie actually in the cinema. I thought it was really entertaining, but loads of people panned it. I was like, fuck you guys, I enjoyed it.
A lot of people.
But
do
that thing
yeah.
ended at about 9:30, and then Hateful Eight started at about 10:30. So I went and got some food, and then I watched Hateful Eight, and by the time I was leaving Hateful Eight, it was about 1:00. But, mate, nothing is more entertaining than going to a cinema by yourself.
No, you're preaching to the choir here, man.
Fucking no one's asking you questions. No one's saying shit to you in the middle of the fucking thing, distracting you from the one point of the entire scene.
Oh man, no. If any time, I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because any time, when I was in like a relationship, I'd only go to a cinema with a girl if it was someone I was in a relationship with. First of all, not like a first, second, third, fourth date's pointless.
Yeah.
Stupid date idea. I forgot where I was going. Carry on. It'll come back to me in a second.
I don't think cinemas are necessarily a bad date idea, depending on the person.
Nah, it is. Because you can't get to know each other in a cinema.
I know, you go to the cinema, you watch a short movie again, not one that's long, and then you get a meal afterwards, and then you got something to talk about, and then you can you can start the conversation from there. Yes,
you could talk. You're fine.
Yeah, you don't do it in the first 3 days, but you can do it in like the first in like the 6th or 7th, something like that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I said. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's not an early date thing.
It's not early date. But
I don't
it's
really see
not
the point of it at all.
No.
Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, but
I love that shit.
like I always made that point though when I was like in a relationship and we was going to like the cinema though. I had to be with them for a while because they need to know like, yo, when the film starts,
That's it.
we're not talking.
No,
This is why I don't. This is why I like to go cinema on my own because this is not a social event.
we're getting lost in cinema here, guys. That's the whole point of this.
It's not a social event.
No, it's a social event in as much as if something scary happens, go or whatever.
And keep it to yourself.
No, I love that. I love that part of it. I love watching a scary movie and seeing people go like, "Oh shit," or something like that. That's part of it because it builds the atmosphere and it like builds the tension.
Yeah, I thought you meant like as if the girl like.
I don't want someone going like
that,
"Don't be
like,
going down there! Don't be going down there! That's crazy! Don't be going down! Oh, that's stupid!" And like,
I thought you meant like the girl like grabbing on your arm or something like to like pull you to hide or something. Like, fuck off, man.
I don't mind that.
I mind it.
I don't mind it getting a bit cuddly.
I remember even when I was even when I hadn't done that much and stuff. I remember like someone like be flirty and touchy when I was trying to watch a film, and I still wasn't down for it. I'm watching a fucking film, man.
Yeah, I get that. I do kind of get it, but like I'm not against.
Yeah.
I'm not
But that was
against
my
cuddling.
uncle though, so you know. It's
Yeah,
different.
But like, there's so many people now who don't understand the etiquette of movies. It's getting harder and harder and harder to watch a cinema.
Cinemas are like dying, aren't they? Though that's the thing, they are dying.
Yeah, but
more
like,
and more.
people seem to think that it's okay to just like act like it's your fucking living room now, and I can't fucking stand it.
A lot of people though also don't get. A lot of parents don't bother taking. And I'm a parent. I
Yeah.
can say this. Fuck you all.
Mm-hmm.
Because I have to do it with 2 kids. It's not easy, but you know, you have to be taking your children to the cinema,
Yeah.
and you have to teach them the etiquette.
Yeah.
My boys have got good cinema etiquette now because I took them a lot and
Yeah.
forced them through it.
You got to teach your kids how to act in certain situations, and one of them is being quiet when you're supposed to be fucking quiet. That's
the
a
other
very important skill to learn.
And the other one is pissing off their mom whenever I'm not around. Skills, man. You need to learn your skills. And someone has to teach them. And I think that should be part of school lessons. How to behave in school, in cinema.
Yeah.
How to piss your mum off.
Yeah. Oh god. No,
Right.
but I do love me some cinema.
Yeah. Very much. Where we at? 33 and a half. I'm going to make a note in a moment for the time codes.
Yeah.
But I think we'll get on to the main topic now anyway then.
Yeah.
I mean, give them a little brief overview then, just while I'm
I mean, it's not that hard. Ultimately,
Without mentioning to me specifics anyway.
yeah, we live
Give it.
in the United Kingdom.
Oh, Britain.
Britain
like you
is a place
very-
with waves. That's Canadian.
So much that confused me then. It was Canadian, yeah, that was the Canadian
Yeah.
one, but the waves also confused me.
Yeah.
And how we got from that
We
to
got
Canadian.
waves.
We started Canadian.
We
and
got
went to
waves
and
for
went to
days,
Canadian.
son.
I was quite impressed by that.
Yeah.
My brain is still trying to get there.
Yeah.
I say trying to get there, it's never going to get there, and it's just trying to smoke screen.
There were like multiple layers going on in there.
Yeah.
It's like an onion of joke.
I don't have multiple layers.
What you see is what you get, like a carrot.
Just 2 more. Normally I have multiple layers on. I just sweat to my boxers, you know.
What the fuck? So yeah, the
UK censorship.
The UK censorship.
See,
is
sometimes
starting to
when we chat that random kind of crap, I do understand why they want to censor UK people sometimes.
yeah, because we talk shit.
Mhm.
But ultimately, the point we're making is that we are living in a country that seems to be increasingly intent on making censorship one of its main goals.
Man, we are living. This country is legitimately turning into like a
police
nanny
state.
police state type
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
It's a nanny cam state, if
Mhm.
anything.
I was about to say dictatorship thing, but it's not obviously because we still have the whole like democracy or that
I mean,
bullshit.
very
but
recently,
it all
across
kind of stays the same
Yeah.
anyway.
across the internet, across the world, people have seen there's been ripples of memes about British people having to either log in with a fucking username to a porn account
We'll get on to
or
them specifics
get
in a bit.
fucking
We'll get
facial
onto them.
recognition to check
Right,
them.
we'll get on to them.
So we'll get on to that shit. There's more to that as well. There's so much more to that. But like this is getting out of hand. You don't need to see everything your citizens are doing. And if you feel like you do need
That's
to
not the
see
same
everything
thing that
your
we're talking
citizens are
about anyway.
doing. No, but this is this is part of it. This is part of the porn thing, especially. It's like why do you have
I don't think so.
why do you have any right to sort of be involved in my porn?
Okay, do you know what? Actually, we might as well start on it actually now. Then actually, seeing as we yeah, because so the censorship is like kind of just gone crazy over like it's probably over the last since the well no, it's been doing it for a while.
Pandemic accelerated.
Pandemic accelerated it, but actually I think a lot of it started before that actually.
Yeah.
Which we'll go into. But yeah, I mean, just mentioning like one of the things that actually just the most recent ones that did catch me like proper off guard as I went to log on to Pornhub. I had no idea this was coming in place.
Mm.
And it kind of was as soon as it happened. It was one of them proper like, wow, it's
what
like
the fuck?
censorship literally happening in front of your eyes.
Yeah.
Like, I know that sounds really silly to say, but because I didn't know it was coming either, it was just seeing this suddenly.
Yeah.
Like logging, I mean, anyone in the UK knows anyway, because of course you do. But as soon as you try to go on to any kind of, it's not just porn, is it? It's an adult stuff
sites.
in general. So what else would that be?
Probably casino sites and things.
Casino sites.
Which I'm fine with, definitely, I mean, well.
No.
Because
I'm
even
not.
then it's still censorship, isn't it? And
Yeah,
it's-
because this is the same thing. So basically, there's this whole new thing now to put verification in, so that when you're going onto an adult website, you have to prove that you are 18 rather than just confirming you are 18.
Yeah.
Like, the law is supposed to be there. It's exactly the same as in the shops. The law is already supposed to be there, and it's supposed to be enforced already.
Yeah.
It's there already. People, like, for example, were serving people going in looking for cigarettes all the time and saying kids are buying them all the time. So their plan was then, like, the shopkeepers, rather than just enforcing the law that's already there, will make it so that there's no colour to the packaging.
Oh, yeah, that was ridiculous.
We'll make it so that there's no small packets, so that there's the big ones now that are more expensive.
Yeah. So people smoke more, basically.
No, but my point is, though, more than
No, that was
anything-
the thing with the packets that I found ridiculous. Some people smoked a small amount because they got a small packet and they made it last a while, and that was their way of sort of controlling it. And then they get to a point where it's like, oh, no, you can only buy the big packs. And it's like, oh, well, that means that they've just got more on them and they're going to smoke more. Because that's what addicts do.
I mean, that's part of it, sure, but I mean, addicts, that's. Yeah.
Those dirty addicts.
I'm leaning on something. Just turn the fucking volume right up somehow.
How have you done that?
I put the lens on it somehow.
Oh, no.
It was only just.
That's right.
It was my original point there now. What was we saying?
I can't remember now. Censorship. Censoring tobacco packets.
Yeah. Yeah, like the idea, that law was supposed to be in place straight away. The one just, if you're a shopkeeper, don't serve people that are under 18.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
They couldn't do it, so they put some silly new things in place. It's the exact same thing now, because they think, maybe the porn sites aren't doing enough to stop it. Like, I don't know, like, because some stuff, you don't have to actually click, no, you don't have to do that at all, actually, do you? you don't have to like sign in or do any age verification. There was an age
There's
verification
an age
thing actually,
verification.
weren't
It
there? When
depends
you
on the
clicked-
website. There's different websites.
I'm
doing
sorry, I'm
different
thinking
things.
Pornhub specifically in my head.
Yeah, there's
I think there was a I am 18 and you just click that at one point.
yeah,
or
yeah,
something.
and it takes a picture of your face and determines if you're 18.
No, I mean before this.
Oh no,
Just
that
before.
wasn't a thing.
I swear there was just a like click, just say are you 18, yes or no.
Oh,
at the
that,
most.
yeah.
Yeah. That's all it was before.
That's all it was. Now they will take a picture of your face.
That's one of the ways you get.
That's one way of doing it, and people have been tricking that by using
Yeah.
faces from Death Stranding 2.
I think you could do it from any face.
You can
but
do it with. You can do it with.
I don't think it's particularly
but
just Norman Reedus.
It's interesting that
I heard someone
like,
else say that.
they were using Norman Reedus just to prove that like the face is so photorealistic that the age verification bot can't tell the fucking difference.
Well, I mean, you say that though. I mean, just show him a photo of any old man, let alone like like a game. Like just show him a photo of a dude.
Yeah, it's not hard.
But it's like, so it takes you onto a different site. You do that, but you can also, if you don't want to do the age verification thing where they scan your face, you can put like your debit card or credit card in,
Or a phone number.
You can do your phone number and it would check like with the
What the
contract,
contract
to see
date,
what the
yeah.
age is.
Yeah.
I'm not against it. Like the evil hippie, as soon as he heard about this, he was like, "Oh no, they're gonna store my details and stuff." I'm like, "Okay, that's not what it's about."
Someone's definitely storing your details, though.
Yeah, someone's storing everyone's details. It's not like
It's what those details are used for that's important.
yeah, but it's not like basically like it's not a nefarious thing where
Well-
it's like people are trying to steal your identity or steal your whatever. It's none of that's what it is. Obviously, you've got the third-party data people that they sell to and all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
I mean that's the
always
thing though.
going
It
on with
always
different things.
starts innocuous enough with this shit. Like it's not that now, but like that's what the whole fucking was it Oxford Analytica or Cambridge Analytica? I think it was.
Well,
There was a company that literally won the vote for Donald Trump the first time round. And the way they did it was by using an algorithm to check people's Facebook data alongside other data that they got from other data brokers to create like a map of what the person would best react to, both negative
yeah,
and positive. And then they got like purchases in specific like pages to trigger these people who were in these pages in larger amounts than anywhere else on Facebook. And that essentially sort of forced the wave for Donald Trump to grow bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Now, it's not the first time this has been done, but it was the most effective version of it. And now that is the new form of politics. What you do is you like identify certain bands of people, certain groups of people within your demographic, and then you aggressively like advertise specifically to that group in multiple ways, across multiple devices, across multiple platforms, just to get as much like feedback as you can, because it's not about seeing something on TV anymore. It's about reacting to it on Facebook. It's about putting a comment under it on Instagram. It's about all of these different fucking methods of interacting, because once someone interacts with a political party in that way, they feel a lot more part of it. If they're just watching it on the TV and going to go vote, that's one thing. But if they're actively talking to other people in the group and like reacting to these memes and things like that and having a great time, that definitely boosts morale for that party.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. And that is something that like the Republicans have got their head around fucking years back.
Which one today?
That's Donald Trump's party.
Okay.
And the Democrats are still sat on their arse trying to do things the old school way in a world that left them behind 20 fucking years ago.
I mean, I don't know about 20 years ago because
Well, not 20 because of Obama, but like
no,
even
that's
that
not
was,
what I mean. I was going to say the main issue that I think they're having right now with a lot of the American stuff, from the looks of it, is that's the party that's still always trying to say, oh no, trans people should be in women's sports. They won't acknowledge what a woman is. That's them lot.
Yeah, that's part of it as well. That's a
If
different
you're
side
going
of
to, I don't know, I think that stuff isn't a huge important thing to most voters, but at the same time, to the general voter, if you're not willing to, if you can't really, if you're gonna try and run the country, and you can't say just what a woman is, or that maybe women should be allowed to have fair sports or whatever. Just basic stuff. It makes you kind of hard to really follow them on anything else.
Yeah.
If you can't do like the basic things.
Yeah.
To me,
If you can't just agree on something that seems pretty standard.
Not just that. I'm just on about in general, like a few things. Like just for example.
But again, that's the same with the
looking
Republicans. The Republicans are anti-abortion and stuff like that, and
they both seem to have like certain things.
But this is the whole point. The whole point is that these political parties have been designed. This is a different thing entirely. But these political parties.
How did we get to this?
These political parties have been designed specifically.
One about UK censoring, and now one about American politics.
They're designed specifically to trigger certain audiences to have a large reaction, and therefore create again a wave that builds the party up and gets the win. The way they do that is by intentionally picking like divisive topics as their main talking points, because if you don't do that, then again no one's talking about it. It's all about just interaction in politics. That's all it fucking is.
Yeah,
and it's why Hitler fucking did so fucking well.
I'm sure that's the only reason.
No, it was because like Hitler came out at a time, and again like Hitler, evil fucking man. Let's just fucking say that. But like the reason why he won is because all of the fuddy-duddy fucking political parties that existed at the time were doing things the same old way that they've been doing it for fucking generations and through the Kaiser and shit like that.
You also had the whole, like, Germany had been
and
destroyed.
Germany had been destroyed and, like, it was on its arse, and these guys were just sort of capitulating and all that kind of stuff. What Hitler did, he went and sort of walked into fucking pubs, essentially, beer halls, and just talked to the people there and had a great time, and they played games and they sung songs about about Germany and stuff like that.
It's like Trump on podcasts.
Exactly. That's what it is. It's just fucking, you've got to just...
You've always got to find new ways, because that is also now
and the internet is the new way.
Insulted already, though, so I don't think it's going to be looked at exactly the same
no,
next time.
It's going to change. It changes every fucking...
It won't be the podcast, it'll be more the independent news next time. Don't got a lot.
I don't know.
I think so. I see that coming
up more. I don't
know
if people
more.
will find that important. It might be TikTok or something worse.
That's kind of where a lot of the independent news is, though.
I mean, yeah, you're not
social
wrong.
media. Like, when I say independent news, I mean no mainstream, no ITV, no BBC.
Oh yeah, big news
nothing.
Corporations are going to go as well, especially
more
the
like
newspapers.
You're one guy on the street.
Yeah,
more than anything, that kind of thing.
Yeah, it's going to be journalists doing individual journalist stuff, and some of them might group together to work as like a collective, but that's a different thing. That's not.
It's a new kind of thing as well, just in general, though, the independent kind of journalist thing. I quite like the idea of it, because you can do it while doing other things like your comedy stuff and all these things. It's an interesting new kind of thing.
Yeah.
But let's segue from Hitler and let's get on to...
Definitely.
Back to...
Let's get away from that prick.
UK censorship.
Yeah.
And we'll go on to something that has nothing to do with him, and we'll talk about issues for Jewish comedians. Nothing to do with Hitler.
Continue.
So just another some censorship things anyway, though, like just more examples of like just what's going on more and more and more. This is closer to home. This is comedy. This is the world of comedy right now as we speak. Of course, I've done that camera too much. I need to change it, but right now it's Fringe. Where are we now? It's like the
Edinburgh Fringe.
7th or 8th, something like that right now. Yeah. So it's like, you still got like, 22 days, 23, I don't know how many are in August.
Yeah.
21 days, okay. So that's going on right now, sorry.
Yeah.
And naturally, you have people that go over, they rent a place out for like the whole month, don't they?
Yeah.
Preferably.
At least a section on a plate. That's changed the colour weirdly.
Yeah, it's just the
nightlight.
nightlight.
The nightlight thing. Okay.
It won't change the output. Shit, what was it?
Yeah, no, they're in Edinburgh in the middle of the thing,
and so it was like days in, like all. I think it might have literally been like they'd had one day of the show, and then these two female Jewish comedians, were told by the venue, sorry, you're not allowed to do your show anymore. We're calling it you. Get out.
Why?
Because I don't know. No. So the actual reason is that basically because they're Jewish, they made the fatal mistake of talking about their life experiences as being Jewish
Right.
in a comedy set.
Right.
Not making any messed up jokes or anything. Like totally, like just
Normal
talking
stuff.
about how they were
Their
brought up.
experience. Yeah.
And basically they were told, no, sorry, we can't let it happen because we're worried about the safety of our staff and of any Jewish bar goers.
What?
Yeah. That right there is an example of how the censorship has been turned through the media, through social media, and we'll talk about that. We kind of started at the end a little bit, but I kind of wanted to on purpose. It's like an amalgamation of everything. It's like these people that are saying it in the bar must really believe this. Or, do you know what I mean? They think that that could somehow
But
be
how
a
can
problem.
you tell someone who is Jewish what they can and can't say about being Jewish?
Well, bear in mind, devil's advocate, I don't agree with this at all, but from the bar's point of view, they're not telling them that. They're just saying you can't say it here. They're not saying you can't say that in your act.
No, I'm not saying. Yeah, but we all know what they're essentially saying is that we don't think this is acceptable. It's like, what fucking level is that unacceptable? At what level is that unacceptable? Tell me.
If they're actually, let's say that they're stupid enough to believe some of the craziness you hear, and at the same time though, because I've been trying to work this out too, what they mean by that. If they're being genuine, let's just go on the assumption they're being genuine.
Right. Hard thing to go with, but yeah.
But at the same time, I've just thought in my head though, it's like I myself do not understand all the hate that Jewish people get.
No.
I don't get it. And maybe they are worried about, maybe they see the same thing too, they don't get it, and they're worried as soon as somebody says they're Jewish, they're worried that other people are going to start being anti-Semitic. It's going to bring heat on their club, because anti-Semitic is like the key thing right now in it. That's probably more, they don't want any possible chance of any heat.
Yeah.
But you could say maybe they're worried that it will rile up somebody in the crowd to
Like
be
anti-Palestine
racist, yeah,
stuff.
or that shit, you know.
The thing is, again, it's like,
funny thing is, in their head, they're probably protecting Jewish people, and it's totally, really, like, I don't even want to use the word, but I'll use it here for once. It's like the most anti-Semitic thing.
Yeah.
It's this warped
This
logic.
kind of shit happens all the time now.
But this is because of what's happened over the last, not just 5 years, over the last like 20 odd years.
Yeah.
Probably back from about when I was about 5 to or 9, something like that. Specifically,
Yeah.
I'll say when I think this all really started was Princess Diana. Hear me out.
Okay. Go for
So
it.
back then, we've talked about this before on the podcast. Back in the day, like then, the media would pretty much report whatever,
That's
wouldn't
true.
they? Paparazzi would they'd be on a law of their own.
Yeah.
They would do what the fuck they want. No one would tell them what to report on, what not to report on. They were doing their shit.
Yeah.
News was news then, man. To the detriment, obviously, as far as if you believing the official lines and all that,
Right.
that killed Princess Diana.
Right. Yeah.
Paparazzi in the cars, etc.
Yeah.
Going by the official story, take the tinfoil hats off.
Yeah.
That are secured firmly
Firmly.
underneath my scalp
Yep.
to ensure that they never come off. So that after that, you can see from then how now we're at a point, more and more it's happened where
You've had gag orders. And
gag orders.
Yeah.
They only talk about
And
we
then
hear stuff all the
injunctions
time.
And super injunctions.
Well, even ignoring that stuff though, because that's there's so much more of that we have no idea about as well. Like just seeing on the TV, like there's so much stuff that we talk about all the time. It's like, why is this news not on the TV? Why
Yeah.
is it not? Why is this story X did whatever? This has been created. They're gonna do this now. They've discovered this. Why is this never on the news?
Yeah.
And it's almost like a lot of the time it's controlled and they're only.
Telling you what they want to tell you.
Which has basically been confirmed when you hear a lot of interviews and stuff.
Yeah.
It's very hard to the level of transparency, literally from about the last 30 years, has changed so much.
Yeah.
And I always used to think we had transparency the whole time, up until about like literally like before the pandemic. Around that kind of time is when I think I really. I always used to hear it, and I'd think, and I always used to think like, yeah, okay,
Yeah,
you're saying that, calm down.
The transparency thing died about midway through the Tory era.
What?
So after David Cameron really was when it started like really shifting. It was
In what sense do you mean? I think it was gradual the whole time, personally. I think it's just literally been gradual and gradual. We've noticed it at certain times.
Yeah, I've noticed it more at certain times. There were moments.
That's because we were growing up as well, though. Do you know what I mean?
But I think that was sort of one of the main things. Like they started introducing things like anti-demonstration laws. They started introducing more anti-terrorism laws based around just words, which now we've started seeing. This is another censorship thing, which have you got the information on it?
What?
Right, so there's an anti...
You're on about the laws for social media and stuff?
No, it's more than that. There's people who've been arrested for carrying signs that are pro-Palestine because they have certain words or phrases on them that have now been declared terroristic. Because of the association with the group, apparently.
That's kind of like more old school still. Anyway, that's less surprising than I think.
Yeah, but that's it. That sort of stuff started around about then.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I got
because they started introducing the anti-demonstration laws.
I see the path and all that.
Yeah,
completely.
So that's one arm where they've been doing it. They've been trying to do the internet censorship thing for so long.
Yeah.
Like fucking for years they've been just drooling to get their information, the information on everywhere you're going on the internet. Yeah. And like that's why they're planning on literally bringing a law to make VPNs illegal.
Yeah, I did hear it. But
then fucked.
You have a VPN, which would just be a new thing.
Yeah, but that would still be illegal. So if someone sort of dobs you, we've gone with fuzzy.
Oh. Yeah, but
if someone dobs you in, you're fucked.
If that ever happens, just get a handle on what up to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but at the same time, what was the last what you said? Like, my head went down.
I can't remember now. You just fucking zapped it on my head with your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been creaming to get their hands on your data.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, of course.
Yeah. And yeah, if someone dobs you in for having a VPN, you're gonna get arrested for having a VPN, for trying to keep your personal data personal and private.
Before we get into more of that, then let's get into like the social media side of it. Then that I've got here. Then,
they've already made it in this country as well, so that you can't have crypto unless it's like traceable.
That's not true.
They have to have it to a certain degree be traceable now.
Bitcoin, maybe.
Yeah, the big one.
Yeah, well, I don't even use Bitcoin.
Lots of the little shitty coins is not so important. But
there's the ones that are basically just as
there's Ethereum and stuff.
Monero. There's quite a few, man.
Monero, I don't think is on the list because they don't know about it. But that's again another thing.
That's like the second biggest one.
But these people are so fucking far behind the times, man.
I'm saying like. That kind of stuff, like, it's easier to get around that, but
we'll see for how long.
So social media, well, it's they cut it. Bitcoin is like not illegal
they
at the moment.
Declared it as taxable income.
Yeah.
You have to declare it.
Is that Bitcoin again?
Yeah. That's all crypto.
Ah, okay. Be interesting to see that though, because you can't enforce that.
Yeah.
Zero way to enforce.
But again, if they find that you've been doing it wrong, sorry, mate, confiscating your crypto.
Like, you can't?
Yeah, well, they can't now, but that's the whole point, isn't it? They are trying to get more of this data. Eventually, they get to the point where they can see all of the data.
That's more they don't want control of, like, the money, though, though. It's why.
But even if
it's the banks that don't like it more than the government, though. It's the banks that have the issue with it.
That's true.
It's not the government. The banks are the ones that don't like it, which is why it's not illegal. But if you mention to your bank that you're, like certain banks anyway, like my bank, Lloyd's, hate crypto.
Yeah.
If I mention my trade, like one place that I trade stuff to, I even don't want to say it on here in case I hear it, which is silly. But I have one place, that one trade that I always do. that is it's completely legal, it's completely fine, but it's for crypto. But if they know, then they will put like so many blocks up, and you have to call to verify. Go to the crypto fraud team every time.
Oh, fucking
I used to have to do it before when my first one.
Yeah.
And because once it flags up once, if you mention it, if anyone mentions it, that those account is for a crypto thing, it'll get put on and flagged every time for everyone that ever tries to do it after that.
Just to piss you off.
Yeah, that's literally it.
And when
Make it
they're
as hard as possible.
asked why they're doing it, they'll say, "Oh, we're just complying with guidelines." What guidelines?
Yeah, they'll say it's all for your
Yeah.
their guidelines.
Yeah.
Their guidelines.
Their fucking guidelines.
It is. Yeah.
They just say guidelines as if it's like government guidelines
Yeah,
or
yeah,
government fucking mandated. It's not. It's just them deciding shit.
That's why it's so much fun when they're saying any of this kind of stuff to you. Don't just accept it, man. Make them explain everything
Yeah.
to the letter, and you'll learn how bull it is.
Yeah.
Or you might not, because they don't know a lot of the time either.
No.
The amount that I've talked to that either don't know or won't admit that it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Anyway, so the actual social media law changes anyway then. Let's get into what actually happened there then. So 2023, you had the Online Safety Act. The Online Safety Act, which passed in 2023 and came into force gradually, significantly changes how harmful content on social media is regulated in the UK. Illegal content platforms are now legally required to remove content deemed illegal under UK law, including hate speech, incitement to violence, terrorism-related content and child abuse. Now, this straight away brings up another interesting point, which we'll talk about properly more, but I'll mention it to make sure I don't forget.
Yeah.
How enforceable is this to say, how enforceable is it for them to be able to tell an American company what they have to do?
They can block it in the country if they don't comply.
That's at the same time though. I've heard that argument, but I also kind of think they want to do that. I think they would do any excuse to do it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, and I think the reason they don't is they without that you would use more encrypted forms of WhatsApp.
Yeah.
It's an encrypted form of communication, like Telegram. It's so much harder for them to read it.
Yeah.
Whereas if they keep Twitter going and all that, and Twitter's happy because they get their
They're talking about
money.
doing laws about encryption as well, though. They've already started talking about that. They've started
What do you mean,
doing
sorry?
laws about making it so that there has to be a backdoor to the encryption so that the government can check it if they get a warrant.
I mean, once again, though, I don't know how enforceable that is unless it's a British company. Do you know what I mean? Like,
True, but like, it seems very strange to me that they're so desperate for all this.
well, they are turning into a nanny state. They
Mhm.
want to know. It's like
It's beyond nanny state, though. It's a disgusting.
It's getting really bad.
It's
Like,
a
it
disgusting.
is really bad.
fucking, Like invasion of privacy at this point.
it is like it's gonna get worse.
Yeah,
Like already seeing what they're trying to do.
they want to know everything about you. They want to know everywhere you spend your money. They want to know everything you've done. They want to know
That's I think
everywhere you go.
So that's not what it is to me as much.
I think
That's
that's
a lot of.
I think that's part of it because you can't
Part of
censor
it.
unless you can also observe.
Exactly that, but I think that's what it is more. I think it's more about control.
It is.
It's about controlling the people.
It's two hands. It's two.
Yeah.
It's two sides of the same coin.
Yeah,
You have to have the censorship to get to all the like
you have to be able to see it all to be able
Yeah.
to figure out how to. Yeah.
how to control it. You know.
I see what you're saying in that case. Yeah, they do kind of go hand in hand if you put it look at it like
It
that.
is,
Yeah,
It's all part
Yeah,
of
yeah.
the same fucking thing. It's why
think it just
1984 is such a fucking powerful book.
Yeah.
Although I still haven't fucking read the thing, so I can't.
Oh,
actually
most people
claim it.
haven't.
Yeah, this is the problem. Yeah,
Uh,
but we understand the themes because we've been told them enough.
I do think. Well, yeah. Sorry, yeah.
But like, this is it. It's just wanting you to do exactly what they tell you. They're forcing us into a particular hole. You have to think this way. You have to do these things. You have to get on this. You have to do this kind of job. You have to do that kind of job. You have to do that. You don't get to.
You know what
have
it
a
is?
say in your future. This is
It's
just what it is now.
It just bothers me. I think though when I hear like people say it with the idea of like oh they just want to see us and watch it, you know what I mean, like all that, it just makes it sound conspiratorial. Then
It does.
You know what I mean? And I think it just when people hear it that way, they're less likely to listen as much.
I think that's fair.
I think that's why.
But the censorship thing,
bothered by that.
the censorship thing is
You're
a type of control.
Yeah,
That's what it
100%.
is.
Yeah.
And like, there's a censorship thing that's happened more globally recently. Like, there was a thing that happened on Steam. I don't know if we talked about this previously, but on Steam they cancelled a load of sexually explicit content.
Thing in a second,
right?
So I don't.
They just ripped it off of the Steam storefront.
Sexually explicit.
Yeah, and it was specifically.
Wait, off the storefront, you mean just got rid of it out of the store?
They just ripped it off the storefront. Steam was just like, that's gone.
Oh, okay. So when you said that, I thought you meant like they wouldn't let it be advertised as an image anymore.
Oh
or
no,
something.
it's just completely gone.
Okay.
The whole game, you can't.
I
play
don't
it
know
on the
this
storefront.
lingo.
Yeah, you don't.
I'm not cool. I'm not as informed as the British government.
Yeah, well, it's not the British government this time. They
No, but they know.
They bent to pressure from MasterCard and other providers of the actual payment service, because they had pressure put on them by an Australian charity who are constantly trying to push their fucking Christian views onto other things. And on this one they succeeded, and the reason why they succeeded is because this particular content wasn't just sexual content, it was sexually aggressive content. So it was stuff like,
GTA.
sexual fantasy kind of stuff to do with rape or to do with incest and stuff like that. Games, yeah.
Okay.
Now, I have no interest in playing those games. None at all. And a lot of people would be like,
Sex games?
Yeah.
Why would it seems weird? Why would you have
There's
a game
so many
around?
weird people, dude. You got no idea. But anyway,
I'm just trying to I'm imagining playing the South Park Fractured But Whole, but it's like a porn game.
essentially, yeah.
I imagine it must be an RPG. It's the only thing that makes sense
Yeah,
to
I
me.
mean, some of them are
Turn-based.
RPGs. Some of them are rape fucking fantasy things.
That's what they are was for.
There's loads of stuff. There's loads of stuff.
Yeah, it's not surprising really.
Right, but
I forget Steam's got so much indie stuff and all
The
that.
fact is, right, people were okay with caving to this because they were like, well, that kind of stuff seems unacceptable. And lots of people were like, oh, that's not so bad. Then,
the
literally,
grapey stuff.
literally a couple of days later, they went to itch.io, which is a real indie website. That is for the indiest of indie games, for developers who are just starting out making their first few games and stuff, trying to make a couple of bucks.
Throw it on there.
They wiped all sexual content. Not just stuff to do with that kind of stuff. All of it. Every last bit gone.
Why?
Otherwise, the payment providers would have taken the fucking payments away. And then the payment providers went out and said, oh no, this isn't us, this is just the storefronts doing what they choose to do. And then Steam came out and said, and Gabe Newell himself, the guy who runs Steam, created Half-Life, all that kind of shit, the Gaben, as he's referred to, because he's got a godlike status among internet dweebs. But
yeah. The rest of us see him as that too,
Yeah.
sure.
But this guy, he goes, actually, no, right? We did this specifically because of this in your article of usage, where you specifically highlighted this and sent it to us, that says you will reserve the right to remove anything that you deem would damage the image of MasterCard, etc., by being associated with. That is specifically what you told us, the reason why we had to get rid of this content, and that is why we had to capitulate, because you forced our hand. And
They got rid.
And they had the fucking receipts for it. They had the fucking messages and the emails.
I'm confused. He's complaining that he had to wipe the stuff off his.
No, he's basically saying, look, this isn't a censorship thing that we've done.
Is this the one who had the sexually aggressive stuff or the sexually anything?
Yeah, this was the sexually aggressive stuff.
Okay.
But, legally, there is technically nothing wrong with the content. Because in some of these games as well, it's not being presented as a positive thing. It is being presented as a very negative thing. It just so happens that this game is talking about these types of things. You know? It's not all fucking, chasing Japanese girls in subway trains. You know? It's a different thing.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to try and, take a side for a battle, to try and, argue for censorship, I don't know if arguing for
the problem is
games.
No, I know.
See, I'm trying to use the word because I know what on YouTube.
But the
Facebook.
fact is, that it wasn't Steam who did this. It was done specifically because the payment providers were yanking their support for it. they also
Talk about
yanked
sex
their
games, and you're going to keep yanking.
yeah, they yanked their support for all of the sexual content on itch.io, whether it was questionable or not.
Yeah.
They have now done this multiple times. Now, that's if you agree with those ones, fine, good for you. But that doesn't stop there. They can now go, well, what about games that do that?
I mean,
Or what about games that do this? What about games with particularly violent content? What about
not the same
games where
stuff,
you
though.
simulate murder?
It's not the same thing, though. Do you want to know
It's
why,
a
though?
slippery slope.
No, but do you know why it's not the same thing at all, though?
Go on then.
In my opinion, is because it's not a government telling them they have to do this. It's the people that
It's a company.
help them get their money,
Yeah.
and
It's a company.
It's basically like WWE removing a storyline or a character that a sponsor don't like because the sponsors.
I don't think it's quite the same thing. I don't think it is because
It's not, I mean, they don't have to do it.
companies have never done this before.
No, I mean Steam don't have to do it.
No, they do. Otherwise,
Why?
the payment processors yank the payment processing, and you can't sell on your thing anymore.
Yeah, so I'm saying they don't have to do it, but it's just the money. There's other ways they could
No, you
do
can't.
it. There's other ways.
They're literally, there's 3 or 4 main payment providers, and that's it.
Yeah, but, like, Revolut, you got all these internet ones now, man. There's other ways. It's just opposite. I guarantee you, the problem is
They're all backed by the larger companies. That's the problem.
I get there's other ones. They're not all the same ones. There'll be someone else, but I guarantee you what the issue is, though, because I've seen it with a few other things with when they go to the other the kind of newer internet banks and all that.
Yeah.
Higher charges and all that. They're not going to make as much money.
I don't. It's not even that. It legit. It is, especially for a company like itch.io, because they don't make a huge. It's not like Steam making billions and billions.
Even
of
more
fucking
so in that case, then. That's even more reason.
I
Even more worried about the profit margins.
But this is
in that
the,
case.
it's never been done before.
Follow the money.
A group of payment
If you
providers
can
have never
explain
gone to a storefront and said, you've got to pull this, otherwise we're not going to allow you to use our thing. Now, it doesn't stop with just games necessarily as well. You can potentially say that you want to do this with movies. You could say you wanted to do it with TV shows. You could say you want to do it with this and that. And then everything has to become slowly more sanitized again and again and again and again. And I know it... Oh, she's kicked it. And I know it's not happening now. This is the end game that keeps on happening if you let it keep happening. And it's like, at what point do you draw your line in the sand? Everyone's got a point where they're like, I don't think censorship should go this far. Well, what is that point for people, you know? I don't think that once these people have censored one thing, they're going to want to stop. I think that they're going to want to try and censor everything they can, and that these big card lenders will capitulate because it seems like a good idea for them on the fucking face of it.
I mean, the thing is, though, in that sense, when you look at sponsors and stuff, they've always done that, though. If
That's
you look
true.
at it in the money sense, you know what I mean? Like the money, the people that supply the money or the money, anything, that are in control of the money at all, if they make demands, do you know what I mean? I know what you're saying.
Unfortunately, you're not wrong,
I don't.
but this is
It's not the government.
Yeah, no, but it's an unprecedented amount of power that is being levied.
Oh, really?
No, but that's being levied by a charity that is in Australia. One charity in Australia.
Oh yeah, so I forgot about that part. What is it then? So that charity is basically.
And they're forcing international law.
Yeah, so they're forcing the MasterCard people in them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm guessing they must have a big fucking giant
They got a
account with them.
They've got a huge amount
Yeah.
of sway in Australia.
I mean, that's
and they're
more
the people in Australia who stopped Left 4 Dead having blood in it.
Yeah, there's loads of stuff in Australia.
Yeah,
Australia's
because they were
terrible.
like, oh no, you can't do that. You've got to try and cure them if they're infected.
I didn't know it was
They're
through,
fucking zombies, you idiot.
I didn't know it was through a Christian charity thing. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
In Australia.
Yeah.
I just assumed it was the government.
No.
Or was it a government Christian type thing?
No,
Is
no,
that-
it's completely separate from the government.
Ah, okay.
Which is why it's even more fucked up.
Yeah, I mean that's
It
weird
should
in
have
that case.
nothing
The
to-
government's just bitches. in
Yeah,
that
and
case, then.
also the business, like MasterCard and stuff, are bitches. like they're just folding their first fucking thing when these people go, excuse me, we don't like some content that has tits in it.
Yeah, it's surprising that they would just do. There must be a reason, obviously. Like they have that much power in Australia.
This is
do
part.
that.
Yeah, this is part of it. It all seems like, although we seem to have turned the corner with the wokishness,
getting there.
It seems again like governments are taking a while to catch up. So we're still going to be dealing with this kind of shit for a while. This kind of attempt to censor.
I don't think that's even the same thing anyway. Like,
I think it kind of is.
Because that's why I'm saying, like, with the other thing, like the mascot and all that, like, that's not exactly the same. Although, you know, Australia in general, that's a weird thing on its own. Like, you know, I'm going to leave that to the side.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave that to the side. That's weird. That might be interesting to try and read up into and try and do an episode on all its own in the future. Because censorship, like we said, is going to be an ongoing thing to look at. Yeah, difficult going in. But yeah, so let's get away from that though, because that's the that's what I was saying. That's why it's not exactly the same, because that's, you know, like the banks and all that, like. Or
yeah,
whatever.
but it's still a form of censorship.
Totally. It's a form of censorship, but I mean, the issue here is that I don't see that being like a slippery slope in the same way, because it's like, well, that's the bank that are just doing that one. This is the bank.
There's people online who explain it a lot better than I can, because like I still.
It's just because it's like like whatever it was like for me. It's just because it's one company that made money for this other company. But then you got like the government, and like it's like a long thing over like 20 odd years kind of thing, even longer, you know. So let me finish up with going through these anyway. The key points of the Online Safety Act for 2023. The saying about the illegal content came in gradually on social media. Platforms are now legally required to remove content. We said about that before. They include hate speech, incitement to violence, terrorism-related content, and child abuse.
Yeah, but who decides?
The government would decide.
Yeah, who decides what's terroristic things and things like that? Again, it's like, now if you say certain things like Free Palestine, that can fucking potentially flag you.
Yeah, that's
legit.
This is the point. Yeah. It's the government that just decide it all, which is why it's worse.
Yeah.
This is. But it also includes like criminal offences as well.
Yeah.
New offences were introduced, such as false communication, which is knowingly posting false information with the intent to cause harm. So just posting a lie.
Right. How can they How can they declare that you were intending to cause harm?
Well, that's where the trial would come in.
Yeah, but like that's a difficult thing to prove, isn't it?
It's like it's essentially an online version of the American defamation kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I think we have defamation here. It's libel if it's written.
Yeah, I think it is.
Libel, yeah. It's like libel, I guess, like that, just online. So, you know, some parts I'm not even against all of that, because that part I kind of get. If you're purposely lying about somebody in the newspaper,
yeah, but who decides what's true and what's a lie?
That's what you have to prove. And if you say, like, if you report somebody, then
and say they've got censorship over the internet, which clearly they're trying to aim for, then they can decide exactly what news stories you see.
Oh, well, if it comes to, like, in regards to that kind of thing, yeah, that's kind of different too, which I got some about as well in a minute. Yeah. But I'm talking just more about, like, say, Bob down the road.
No, 100%. Yeah, I'm just sort of spitballing.
It also includes threatening communications, which is sending genuine threats of violence.
Which was used against a woman who farted down the phone at her ex's girlfriend. Her boyfriend's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
That was used for that.
We're going to have a look for some examples in a bit. But yeah, I remember hearing about that one.
That was ridiculous.
It was some kind of like threatening behaviour or something.
Yeah, something like that, literally. For farting down a phone.
I mean, if you farted in their face in real life, some kind of assault, sure. You give someone pink eye for that.
You actually can't, though.
Mate,
unless you literally...
if you got everything down.
If you literally rub your arse on their face, you might get pink eye.
You wait until they're asleep, and then you get completely nothing on the bottom.
I did go
squat
through-
over them on like you got to practice this.
Yeah.
It's not something you can just decide to do one day, go in the bedroom and do. You've got to practice a silent, levitated squat because it's not just squatting over somebody. It's not that simple.
Yeah,
It's squatting over somebody with one leg. Imagine like like a sumo wrestler,
Yeah.
like as they're doing their thing, and before they start, they like put their leg up, they go,
Yeah.
and then slam it down.
It's a bit of jiu-jitsu shit.
That moment
Yeah.
when they bring their leg up
Some
and they go to
Tai
slam
Chi.
it down, you keep it up.
Yeah.
That's the squat level.
That's
That's the position
yeah.
right there.
I did go through a patch when I was younger, and my brother and I were sharing a room of waking him up like an alarm clock by farting in his face.
There you go.
That's what you do when your brother's and you're younger.
Yeah, any age when you get the opportunity,
Yeah.
really.
He tried to do the same back to me, but he never had the same power.
Right, we'll talk about power. Let's look at arrests for social media posts. This is. So the
After 3 days, he got so angry he chased me around the room.
how did you manage to hold him down for 3 days and fart on his face? How did you have that
I
much gas in
didn't.
you?
I just would walk over, rip one in his face, and walk off.
I've still only heard about half of that sentence then.
Just rip one in his face and walk off.
There's a skill to that, though.
I was such a little cunt. Oh dear. Fucking hell.
Okay, so arrest for social media posts. So,
Yeah.
Although the Online Safety Act targets platforms,
Yeah.
individuals can still be arrested under existing UK laws. Oh, so the online safety target, sorry, that other bit was more towards the platform. Sure, okay. It's a weird way to put it, really, but
Yeah.
I'm taking like the official explanation here. Shockingly, the official explanation, not that understandable.
Okay.
Weird that.
What a surprise.
So
Government fucking legalese, not well thought out. Who would have thunk it?
it's weird, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
crazy.
strange one. Communications Act of 2003, Section 127, for sending grossly offensive or threatening messages via public networks. This is what. Okay, so these are the existing laws that those new things are put under.
Right.
Malicious communications. So this is how they're effectively able to turn them into a law, then without essentially voting new laws in. It seems.
Right.
I didn't kind of realise that there's a little kind of workaround here as well.
Yeah.
Malicious Communications Act of 1988 for sending messages intending to cause distress or anxiety, and Public Order Act 1986 for inciting hatred or violence. Several high-profile arrests of police investigations have occurred. I've got a few things here. Like, what was that? You just mentioned one a second ago, actually, didn't you?
The fart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She actually got arrested for that. Or
She got fucking charged for it, yeah.
I got one here. That, a person called Lucy Connolly.
Okay.
She during the time when there was all the Southport attacks, when it's the Southport attacks, when there was the guy that killed
The kids.
kids, yeah. And all the stuff after. She put up a tweet saying something along the lines of for all I care, you can burn down a migrant hotel, and want the migrant hotel down the road, or all of them, something like that,
Yeah.
And then literally within 2 to 4 hours, she deleted the post.
Right.
Before it again sit still,
Yeah.
Didn't matter though, because somebody had reported her, it seems, and she was then imprisoned for 31 months.
How long?
31 months.
That's insane.
Mhm.
For a fucking Facebook post.
Yeah.
I've heard far worse shit than that down the pub.
Well, I've written far worse shit on the internet.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because it's not even that bad. What she said, in
In the heat of the
considering
moment, you
in the
can
heat of the
understand.
moment, and considering
It's
she
probably not the
regretted it and
smartest
took it off.
thing. Yeah. It's fucking so stupid. You can't fucking arrest people for shit like that.
That's a problem.
It's so dumb. People say shit all the time. It's not all of it's fucking real. Some shit you just say because you're fucking pissed off and you want to fucking shout at the fucking world a bit. You know?
Like if I I know that there's some. Oh fuck! I just thought what I probably wouldn't do as well. You know. I guarantee I should have fucking opened the visibility on the episode, like so it might not be visible to everything.
No.
It's only for friends, which is annoying when it does that. You can change it, but should have done it earlier. But it can still be changed for the future as well. Then.
Yeah. That's all right. We'll deal with it.
I think it's edit post.
It won't let you change it now.
Normally does. I don't know why it's.
It's being a dick. Let's finish up the episode because I'm gonna have to head off at some point.
So I got a few bits to do still, but
Yeah. It's alright. We still got some time.
I ain't got too much anyway. Okay. Let me just see if I can change this. Oh, I think it's. Oh, what it is. I'll figure it out for next time.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, I'll figure it out for next time. Put it back on. You know.
I think it might be something where it wants you to set it up at the start for some reason.
There is a way to do it, but I don't know. I'll figure it out for next time and then just restream it or something.
Yeah,
you know.
it's alright.
Because I'll put this onto Rumble too.
Yeah.
So here's the thing though with that kind of stuff too. A lot of the thingy, people are happy to complain about it. For a lot of people, but then when there's people they don't like, they're more than happy to let it be a thing, and that's kind of the issue too, because I think they kind of use that on purpose. The government do,
Yeah.
because like one person right now, for example, who's got it is Tommy Robinson.
I mean, yeah, you've brought him up on the last one as well, yeah.
It's I mean he's in like another like because you know he came out of prison and that he'd got there was like a video of him after knocking somebody out at the train station.
Yeah.
Which I thought I'd seen the video of, the full video. Turns out I dreamt that because it hasn't been released. But shockingly, the thing that I dreamt in my head was right though.
No.
So basically, just this guy like just following him and trying to like get in his face like for ages and that, and then in the end, the guy charging at him and him just having to knock him out. And yeah, like he like but basically. All that was sorted out anyway, like.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they also charged him for 3 tweets that he did. I forget the details on like some of the wording on some of them, but the one that stuck in my head more than anything was that he reposted a story from the Daily Mirror, British newspaper. It was about this school in London where there was no children that had the English as their first language, and he reposted that article, but when he posted it, it was a year after the article was put out,
Right.
and in that year since, there had been some children that had gone to the school whose English was their first language.
Right.
So only a few. But so at that point, that Tommy shared it, that post wasn't right anymore. So because
so
he shared
as inaccurate news.
Mm-hmm. Because this new, basically the government and like official things and all that, you know, like mainstream shit, don't have to follow the rules. Literally, that is a law, innit? They're okay. They don't have like government things and all this. They don't have to follow it. But then if you share something from them that's now wrong,
That's on you.
That's on you. They don't have to put any kind of retraction or anything. But if you share it, you have to research it now.
Jesus Christ.
He's literally on bail for that right now. Like, it's crazy, man. This is like, as far as, you know, other, like, stories, I mean, we can look, like, through them more. We can look at more, like, in the future, anyway, more, specific stories of.
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to go into it because there's loads of them. But
but they'll all be very similar anyway as well at the same time.
The
though.
point is, at the moment, is we're going over the sort of the broad strokes of what's happening. I mean, everything's becoming more sanitised as well. To take another tangent just into the international front, obviously YouTube is a perfect example of censorship just being enforced by a company.
Yeah.
And the reason why, again, is because of sponsors being like, well, we don't want you to do this because of this and this and this. Meanwhile, on TV, they can have the most horrendous fucking shit happening, and no one gives a fuck.
Well, I mean, no.
It's all simulated, of course, but, like, the fact is, if you did, like, a, like, serious drama on YouTube talking about, you know, like, sex or murder or stuff like that, in any kind of graphic way, your thing is going to be thrown right to the bottom of the algorithm. Nothing's going to see it. It's going to be rated as adult content. It's going to have the worst fucking sponsors you can possibly get on YouTube, if it does get any at all.
They probably demonetise a lot of the.
But if it's on ITV, shit, that's prime time viewing.
You know what I mean? You get a lot. That's the problem now, though, which I think kind of fuels the stuff online, though, is in the past, Ofcom, like the regulators for the TV stuff in Britain, they would get. It would be crazy for them. It would be like a story if they got a few complaints about something.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like literally, you know, like a few complaints would be surprising about something.
Yeah.
Nowadays, like
everyone complains about everything.
Yeah.
And
that's TV.
Yeah.
Like so. I think the only channels where that's like prime time stuff is because so few people watch.
I don't know. There's things like Broadchurch and stuff like that. You can never do something like Broadchurch on YouTube. You'd never fucking get anywhere with it because it's YouTube is designed for sanitized viewing, and it's the thing is, it's not even this kind of censorship's not even necessarily about the company. It's not even necessarily about the sponsors. It's about what appeals to the widest audience. And that's what YouTube is trying to make doable for everyone. Now, again,
that means they can't age thing any, so everything kind of has to be PG
for everything. Yeah,
or
12A
18.
at most, or 18.
Or that's the other end.
But like, the problem with that is that things end up being sanitized across the board because it starts happening on TikTok and it starts happening on Instagram and it starts happening on Facebook, and
it all has the same thing as well, don't it?
Yeah.
Like they're all doing the same thing too.
Yeah.
And then when I see what you're saying as well, though, about one's doing it and it makes the other one doing more. Once you start, it's
this is a willing censorship in this case, and we've already started to see that we're going down the fucking rabbit hole on this one. Because more and more content is becoming more and more sanitized, and it's affecting our language to the point where people say different words, like unaliving, in real life instead of dying.
Oh God! If somebody just said that in real life, I'm not surprised actually, because you see it on. But that was also my point though as well about why I think it's stupid, but I'm also not that bothered by that because language is always changing.
Yeah.
Somebody you can go on. You can't say you can't call someone a paedophile without YouTube and all that. That's one of them words. One of them words that they flag up. Nonce is fine though.
Yeah.
Which is, you know what I mean? Like, there's always words that
you can use that go around it.
It's annoying, but at a certain point, it just means the same thing anyway. If everybody starts saying unaliving themselves for suicide,
it just feels a bit Demolition Man.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It feels like people are saying fucking words to avoid words, and
they are. That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, and
that's exactly it.
I don't like that. I want people to just be able to talk freely.
Yeah.
And it's becoming less and less of. I think honestly, it's one of those things where the younger generation probably look at us and think that we're like old men.
Oh yeah,
Man,
I got
why are you
two
complaining
kids.
about
Trust me,
this?
they do.
Yeah, why are you complaining about this? This isn't a big deal. This is just the way it is and shit like that. It's like
you mean like
you only know that because that's the way you've lived. That's all you know. But we've seen what it was like before, and censorship doesn't help. It's been proven on multiple occasions. It doesn't benefit anyone.
Realistically, though, I suppose we're the first generation that should be realising that specifically more so. Well,
Yeah.
no, I suppose the generation before us, I don't know what you class generation, like the decade before people.
Generation X is that one. I think.
Yeah. They should have been the ones really, but yeah, that's us, I guess, now.
Yeah.
Like, they should have been the ones that kind of seen it coming more, but we definitely see it there, but that implies that there's a way to stop it. You know what I mean? Saying that implies a way to stop it, whereas all I've been thinking lately is, I need to get the hell out of England, man.
That's all I'm kind of thinking
Britain?
at this point, because like specifically going back to Britain again, because like there is an international problem with this shit.
Well, that's the thing.
But there's
It's
always
how they
ways.
look at us
Yeah,
as well.
it's also there's ways around it. There's still people who go on Patreon and do stuff. There's like ways to get your audience without being censored. But in the UK,
Still a smaller pool right there, don't we?
But in the UK, it seems as though people are more and more not able to say anything that they want to say.
Yeah.
And I don't mean just like racist shit. I don't want to hear people saying racist shit.
Well, that's the difference between freedom of speech and freedom of... what's that thing? Freedom of speech doesn't mean freedom of... or
freedom from circumstance or repercussions.
Repercussions, yeah.
Exactly. But like, that's the point. You should still be able to say that stuff. Someone should be able to say something, and then everyone else has to be able to ridicule them for being so fucking stupid.
And if you let them say it, then you know what they think.
Yeah, you know who the bad people
They're
are.
not keeping it quiet.
Yeah.
It's smart.
It's smart.
That's the way to really censor people.
Yeah.
Let them say what they want.
And then everyone goes, well, we don't like that person anymore, and just
Censor that person.
Censor that whole person.
No, I suppose that's very cancel culture woke mob kind of stuff right there.
If they don't change.
Yeah.
If the person changes and comes around, then you're like, okay.
Who says that someone should change, though?
In that situation, if you're being a racist cunt, you should change.
Who decide what's racist?
I mean, usually that's a pretty obvious thing.
She used to be.
This is the problem again, isn't it? It was like
And apparently you can't be
racist.
You can't be racist to white people, remember, as well.
Yeah,
so
it's impossible to be racist to a
you
white
cannot
person.
do it. Just me. I grew up in Small Heath.
It's impossible.
It's impossible. I was
Literally
the only
impossible.
white kid at my school.
Yeah.
Junior school.
So it was impossible.
That's not hyperbole. Well, actually, no, there was one of. I was the only white kid in my class, though.
So it was impossible because they treated you like Jesus. Because they were like, look, white kid, it's got to be Jesus.
Oh yeah, of course, Jesus. I was like, what are you on about, guys? I am not a bold black lesbian girl.
Yeah, exactly. What the
How
hell
am
are
I
you talking
Jesus?
about?
Come on.
Jesus. Do I look
Christ,
like do I
superstar.
look like the chick from Wicked? No.
Yeah, I kind of do, you know.
Got that jawline.
That's why I didn't recognise her, because I remember from Wicked having a big old jawline.
She does have a big old jawline. I think
Okay.
that might be added to for the witchiness, though.
Ah, is that what it is?
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Yeah. Have you seen her in interviews with fucking Ariana Grande?
Oh, about that film?
Yeah.
Oh, my. See,
That
she's
was-
someone who should be censored.
That was fucking excruciating to watch. It was just like being trapped in a room with the two most annoying drama kids from university.
At
And
least
there
I
were
was-
some really annoying drama kids at university.
Yeah. And you know what? It made Ariana Grande seem normal.
Yeah.
I don't have a big disliking for her or anything, but
No.
I highly doubt she's very normal.
No.
But she seemed it in that situation.
Yeah.
Like, not, insulting your film, that's fine. Like, I know it's a faux pas to do in Hollywood, but that's fine in my opinion.
Yeah.
But insulting the people that want to watch the film is not normally a good
Yeah,
idea.
it's a bit dumb.
Because that's not going to help your career generally.
No.
Because if the film does really well and you're known for that by that crowd,
They're like, fuck you.
yeah, it's not going to be a good knowing.
And fuck you ain't a good position to be in. Unless you want to get fucked. But I don't. She doesn't strike me as the person who literally ever wants to get fucked.
I wonder if... See, my mind wanted to get away from that so quickly I went to porn. I was like, no, don't think about her, go to porn. I wonder, like, generally, I wonder if the porn industry will start to suffer. Because,
They will.
I mean, I know Pornhub's, like, global, and obviously UK is just a small portion.
But
But it's got to be UK based porn.
That's another form of
popular.
censorship. Did you know that like virtually no like 18 content, like adult content,
Right.
porn specifically,
Right.
is ever allowed to go public,
What do you mean?
like on the stock exchange? They just
Oh.
won't do it. That's why a
Oh,
while
yeah.
ago OnlyFans was talking about
Never
banning
surprised me.
nudity because they'd gotten big enough to think that they could get around it, and then being like, "Oh yeah, we'll go public," and everyone's like, "No, the fuck you won't."
Ban. Yeah. Well. Yeah, but we'll get rid of the only thing that people use us for.
But legit, in America, you have to do it in a weird, dodgy way. They have to do like cash deposits, and it has to be counted, and then they have to do it in a different. They're not allowed to just treat it like a normal fucking business. It's another
What?
form of fucking censorship.
What? As in OnlyFans in America?
No,
can
all
add it?
porn industry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that they can't go through the public traded business kind of thing, because I saw
But
WWE do that, and I know how it's all
Fucking
like.
casinos can. Casinos are far more likely to ruin your life than porn is.
Isn't it just down
Porn's
to
free for a start.
isn't it just down to the like a public kind of thing though? It's like, or are you saying it's in the law that they can't do it? And is it?
Oh no, it's in the law. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought we were talking like, as in nobody wanted it.
Oh no, it's not that. No.
Oh, okay. I see. Okay.
No, literally they're not allowed to, because they're treated like a sex industry,
Okay. That makes no sense.
which is like weird on the federal level.
because like I'm sure alcohol's fine.
Yeah, so they have to do everything at a state level and then put it to the federal level.
Okay.
In America specifically,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Luckily, I can't imagine there's actually no. I was about to say I can't imagine there's much of a niche British porn industry that's probably gonna suffer.
honestly,
But then I just thought
as a British person,
British Muslim porn is big.
yeah, as a British person though,
Like
the vast
generally.
majority of British porn is absolutely fucking atrocious.
Yeah.
It is god awful. They're still using cameras from the fucking early 2000s.
Oh, it's because a lot of time they put the old ones on there. That's
Yeah,
why there are new ones.
But like the closest thing we've got is fucking Fake Taxi.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
That is
There
the
you go.
pinnacle of British porn, and I
Is it
don't
Bang
find them that
Bros?
good.
Is that British as well? I think
I don't know.
it might not be.
But
There's
it's
something
not
like that.
like, and there's some real weird shit out there in England as well.
Porn.
Yeah, you just come across. No, I mean like the amateur shit.
Oh,
You'll be
you know
coming-
what there isn't?
What?
Toe porn. There's foot fetishes,
Right.
but there's no toe fetishes.
There's definitely someone getting fucked with a toe.
Not like. Surely.
100% there's that.
Okay.
I
I'm going to
don't-
question myself.
I don't think it would even take you
Toe
long.
fetishes, though,
Yeah.
as a thing, I know
Right.
isn't a thing on porn.
I think it's just a specific.
You might be able to find some toe going in
Yeah.
a vag. You must be able to.
Of course
I
you
feel like
can.
I've seen it.
Yeah. Even if you haven't, it would take us extraordinarily short amount of time to find that shit.
I don't know about searching for it specifically, if it just happens in something. You know what I mean? You'd have to look for a load of just foot fetish videos.
Yeah. Eventually, you'd find it. I still don't think it would take you that long. I think it would
Oh.
take you at most 15 minutes if you were going through foot fetish videos
You'd be
before
scrubbing as
you
well.
found someone sticking their foot into
Yeah,
someone's
you're probably
pussy.
right, actually. You're probably right there. You're probably
This is the human race we're talking about here, Carl. We're filthy.
They are. We are terrible.
We're terrible.
We are terrible. To be fair.
We deserve to be Greenlanded.
Greenlanded.
Like in fucking that Greenland film. Hit by an asteroid. I was trying to be modern and not say Deep Impact or some shit.
Oh, that sounds too pornographic. To be honest, that does.
Deep Impact was a movie about the Earth getting penetrated.
Yeah, with fucking acid freaking rain or water, acid anyway,
Yeah.
that can burn through a metal bathtub thing, but can't burn through dead floating fish.
Which one was that one?
Deep Impact, isn't it the one with Pierce Brosnan in?
No,
not
that's
Pierce
St.
Brosnan.
Elmo's Fire.
No, I don't know what that is. I might be wrong about Pierce Brosnan. Who's in Thingy?
Morgan Freeman's in it.
Oh, that's not the one.
A really young
Deep
young
Impact,
Elijah Wood's in it. He gets married at 16 like a weirdo.
That's Deep Impact.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking of Something to do. It's one of them 90s films. It's to do with
Are
Volcano.
you thinking of the one of Volcano? There was one literally just called Volcano with Tommy Lee Jones in it.
No, it wasn't that.
There was St. Elmo's Fire was the one where it was.
I think it was something to do. It was either that or something to do with an asteroid hitting, but I swear it was a volcano. Dante's Peak.
Dante's Inferno. Oh no, you're right. Yeah, St. Elmo's Fire was the fucking song for a completely different thing.
Wait, so
Dante's Inferno. Yeah.
not Dante's
Or
Inferno.
Dante's Peak.
Yeah, Dante's
Dante's
Inferno
Peak.
is that thing. I
Yeah.
think
Dante's Peak. You're right.
Is that
yeah.
the one Pierce Brosnan is?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that one. There's like after.
It's him and Sarah Connor, which I always
yeah,
found
yeah.
as an interesting pairing.
James Bond and Terminator.
Yeah.
That's the real James Bond.
Terminator killer. She's not a Terminator. She is for like one bit.
I think she's a Terminator in one of the newer films, isn't she?
No.
Was she?
No, the other person.
A dream? Is it a dream or something?
I don't know. She's not a Terminator. The other one's a Terminator.
Which one?
There's a woman who's got like loads of bionics in her, like a Terminator.
In one of the newer films.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like Terminator, man. Obviously, you know.
I like Terminator as well, but I
went all over the shop.
I felt like they expanded it in the wrong direction. They should have expanded it sideways. You know, they should have gone like, right, let's have a different person who the Terminator's trying to kill, and have a different fucking story go with it.
Oh, I see.
You
So
know?
rather than always going like John Connor.
Oh, it's always
like,
got to be John
flick a
Connor. There's
different
other
way.
fucking people in this world. It's not like.
They did do that in the third one.
Yeah, but that was because John Connor had been killed and someone else came into it. It's still John Connor related.
No, John Connor was there. It was him and
No, he was killed in the most recent one. He was killed.
No, not the most recent one. The third one.
The third one, yeah.
I think it's the third one.
No, the reason why
when
then
he's
is because
still-
it was
his
his
wife.
wife.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
supposedly closest to him. But
Yeah,
you know.
it's still John Connor related. Like in this one, it should be like, right, okay, who was the Terminator trying to take down in fucking Europe? Who was the leader of Europe? Who was the leader of China? Who was the leader of Russia? You know,
Yeah.
in these post-apocalyptic, because it's not just fucking John Connor.
Maybe
It's not
it is.
John Connor controlling the entire fucking world.
Maybe
That's such an
America's-
American-centric fucking bullshit thing.
It would be interesting, like having it in that world, you know, the post world. I
Yeah.
know they did it, but I kind of feel like they just didn't.
It's why I think they should do a fucking Terminator game where you go back in time as the Terminator. You do like 3 or 4 assassinations as the Terminator.
Right.
Because you've got multiple targets, not just one.
Right.
Right? That never made sense to me. Right, he's taken out fucking John Connor.
Yeah.
All right, now let's take out his second in command. Let's take out this. Let's take
Well, I
out that.
remember he did take out a bunch of John Connors because he didn't know which one
Well,
was the
yeah,
right
but
one.
like once he's taken out all the John Connors, you go to the next person on the list. You don't just go, well, now I'm going to become a pest controller. That's what he does in the most recent one.
I mean, in all fairness, though, you know, for all we know, though, he would have done that, but he never got to kill John Connor. In the second
true.
one, in the alternate ending, you know,
That's
whatever
right,
it
you're
was,
right.
when he did get to kill him,
Yeah.
he never left that beach on holiday.
That's
He
right.
just went to the next beach along. He got himself a sun lounger,
Yeah.
got himself a drink. He was getting pissed up, he was, man.
No, but like the idea is like you could literally have
What
like
do you want about him being an exterminator? What was that?
that literally happens
What do you
in
mean?
one of the later ones, right? After he's killed John Connor,
Oh, when he's in
he
the shack.
fucks off to the shack and he gets
Yeah.
married to a woman who he doesn't have
Yes.
sex with, and becomes an exterminator because he's an infiltrator robot, and so
Why
he's
doesn't he have
designed to
sex with her?
become more and more human. Because they just didn't do that, and which helped because he obviously doesn't have the appendage, apparently.
Did he confirm that?
Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking, like, surely... But what? No, that's bullshit.
Yeah.
He's walking around naked all the time.
And everyone's like, oh.
But no. People... I do not buy at all that people would have looked at him walking around naked and no one would have said, holy crap, he's got no dick.
Exactly.
I refuse to accept that.
I thought that was weird as well. I'm pretty sure they say that, though.
And the woman
Either
had
that or
boobs.
like it doesn't work or something like that, but it doesn't matter.
It's the only part of him that
Yeah.
not hard.
Yeah.
What a wounder.
Yeah.
Damn.
But like legit, that was what they went with, and it's like in my mind, after he's killed him, he would have just gone right. Okay, second target, third target, fourth target, fifth, just fucking wiping out the entire command.
Is that what... The one in that film, is he the one that killed John
Yeah.
Connor? Is that what it is in
I
that
think
one?
so. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember how that works again now, because that was the film where they showed where in Terminator 2 he ended up actually getting killed, didn't he, at the end, because there was 2 of them? Yeah, there was 2. They retconned the ending. They got rid of like technically like Terminator 3, Genesis, and one of Salvation. They got rid of
that
all
was
them.
the most recent one, Dark Fate. Yeah.
Yeah, because they made it at the end of Terminator 2, after they'd killed the other
Terminator
Terminator,
hunts him down. They
and
send
a
another, he
second
kills him.
second one comes,
And then that ends that, but then
and that's that one then.
Then instead
Yeah.
of being Skynet, it becomes Legion, which is just the most generic name you could have possibly
it really
come up
is,
with.
isn't it?
Skynet is cool. We like Skynet. We know what Skynet is. Don't fucking turn it into something fucking generic bullshit.
Yeah. I'm in no way opposed, to be honest, to them changing Skynet. I'm fine with Skynet anyway, but I'm okay with them changing the name. I get that. But yeah, what the hell was
Legion?
It just makes me think of the Ghost Rider film
Yeah,
when he turns to the guy at the end.
yeah.
We are Legion,
And he just stares him.
and we are many.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just says.
Burn.
Most of the fight scenes in that film is him staring at people.
Yeah. Not a great film, that first one.
Oh, I liked it still.
Second one's way better though.
I don't know if I even watched that properly.
He turns a giant excavator into a fucking Ghost Rider mobile.
No, I haven't watched that.
It's rad as fuck.
I thought they were talking about the possibility of Ghost Rider being in some of the new Marvel films because of all his connections to Mephisto,
Yeah.
who's now appeared.
Yeah. Who's being played by Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, he's good at it though.
I still haven't seen that shit.
I've only watched the
That clip. I haven't seen
I watched
the clip.
one of those like recap video things I was telling you about.
Right,
Yeah, just help, man. You don't need to watch Iron Legion anymore. But watch the Sacha Baron Cohen bit.
Yeah, Ironheart, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Ironheart.
Ironheart.
Apparently, it was a shit comic as well.
Yeah,
No
it's
one
one
liked
of
the
the
comic.
few.
And also, in the comic, she does exactly what she does in the series, which is she's a snidey little bitch who steals people's shit and then expects everyone to be cool with it.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
There's a bit of a, like some like Doctor Strange magic thrown in a bit too though.
Oh yeah. She's now also like mystic as well.
Well, there's somebody else just around her that is, and I think there was something.
There's
to do
no.
with it. I don't really
She's
know.
like. I think at one point she gets like a.
She's sold her soul now though.
She's got like a fucking AI type thing like Tony
Yeah.
Stark, but it's
Yeah.
fucking demon related. It's like what?
Was it in the comic or in the movie?
I think that's in
Yeah.
that series. Yeah.
Oh god, okay.
Because like there's pentagrams and shit going around her face when she's in the suit.
I might explain it actually, yeah, because of all the Mephisto
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So yeah, they're teasing it the whole
It's
time, I
fucking
guess.
ridiculous.
But I love the Mephisto thing though, man.
Yeah.
Like Sacha Baron Cohen to me is like
He's one of the top quality.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
considering we know him in Britain. I wonder if in America they even know him for freaking Ali G. Probably
Less
not.
so. No more Borat.
Borat, yeah.
Yeah, but Ali G was specific.
I bet there's so many people that are saying that still
Yeah.
that would look at him in most of his films that he's in randomly as
Yeah.
Sacha Baron Cohen, especially at looking at in Mephisto. In the Marvel one, he just
Yeah.
looks like him, just a bit suave.
Yeah.
He's a devil in it, so
I did see him at one point.
I can imagine the people not knowing that he's Borat though.
Yeah, I did see him at one point. He was playing a Mossad agent who was undercover, right, in a series on Netflix. And he was brilliant, absolutely brilliant, up until he started running. And at which point he immediately had exactly the same run that he did as Borat. And I was like, oh, fuck, I can't do this.
That's amazing.
Because, like, even when he's running away from people shooting at him, he's doing this, like, weird shuffle that he
That's
does.
amazing.
Oh, God, it's like,
I thought he was going to go more down the Steven Seagal, like, kind of one route.
yeah, you know Alec Guinness, the guy who was the original Obi-Wan?
Yeah.
He was in loads of other movies and stuff, and he was a really good actor. And he always said that the way he got into character every time was he started with how the character would walk, first of all. He was like, because once you've got how a character walks, you understand how the rest of their movements go. Once you understand how their movements flow, you understand more about their personality and how they'd speak. Would they be a precise person? Would they be a,
I know.
relaxed person? Would they be this? Would they be that?
It's not actually true. I heard about that. He would say that just to try and fuck over the guy that was playing R2D2, trying to get in his head.
Trying to get in his head.
Mm-hmm. Go on, so I'm joking.
No, but legit, that was the way he did it, and I mean,
It's an interesting
yeah,
idea.
Yeah, and notoriously he hated being in Star Wars as well.
But did he die in that first one? I forget how that goes. Did he?
He dies in the first one, but he's back in the second one as a Force ghost.
Yeah. Well.
And then I think he's back in a little bit of the third one as a Force ghost as well. But literally, he loathed those films. But he just it was it was a good payday, and he was an old man.
I imagine the second and third film paydays were better.
Oh,
than the
way
first
better
one.
than the first one. Yeah. And way less work.
Yeah.
But
It
yeah.
might even be like the same like paycheck, but it definitely would have been higher because I imagine the first one was like it was quite a low budget, weren't it? And that.
Oh yeah, I mean, it wasn't the lowest of low budgets, and like one of the smart things that George Lucas did, he was like, okay, I'll take virtually no paycheck, but what I will do is I'll keep the toy rights. Like literally the rights to all the merchandising and toys. And at this point in movies, that wasn't really a big thing. They didn't really bother doing that.
Yeah.
But George Lucas was like, no, kids are going to love this shit, and I'm going to let people make toys of this shit, and I'm going to get money from them making toys of this shit.
That was one of those weird things, even though it wasn't like a kids' film, that would like angle towards kids. Because I watched something where they were talking about them doing exactly that for Aliens.
Yeah.
Like, it's not a kids' film at all. Kids can't watch it.
Yeah.
But there was so much, like, toys and merchandise and everything.
RoboCop did it. Judge Dredd did it. Judge Dredd was...
They had cartoons as well, didn't they?
Yeah, but Judge Dredd was literally one of the most aggressive comic books ever written. It is just, like, mind-bendingly horrible at certain points.
I never read a lot of the comic or anything. I've just seen, like, bits and that since. And, like,
it's twisted.
One of the films is, like, properly, like, on the same kind of...
the Dredd... with Carl Urban playing Dredd.
The guy who never takes his head off.
Yeah.
Off.
Yeah.
Because there's another film, weren't it? Was it Sylvester Stallone?
Sylvester Stallone, yeah. And Rob Schneider. Rob Schneider plays like this weird guy who's like a hacker who's with him. And he meets him at the very start because he's like hiding inside a...
Kick his freaking balls off!
Rob Schneider. I think so. Yeah. Anyway, I should probably start getting ready to go.
Yeah.
So,
sorry, just to say, it cost 11 million to make, but inflation, that's about 40 million today.
Yeah, that's not a cheap budget.
It's apparently made, where was it? Oh, yeah, all the money, apparently.
Yeah,
made
all of the money.
All of it.
Literally all of it.
All the 1977 money.
So much money that it was worth fucking like $6 billion for Disney to buy it off of George Lucas in the end. Oh, sorry, 3.5 billion. Hang on, what? That's just for New Hope. A New Hope generated 775 million in worldwide box office earnings, translating more than 3.5 billion adjusted to today's ticket prices.
Yeah, baby.
That is fucking insane.
Mm-hmm.
That is fucked.
It almost passed $1 billion in that.
In the 70s.
Well, obviously, I don't know how long, because surely that has to take into account all
the re-releases. I didn't think about the releases.
Because, like, the second lot of the re-releases might have been bigger than the first release, maybe. Yeah. Well, then again, it got big straight away, though, like word of mouth, so...
But anyway, nice to know. Nice to know that, sometimes things do work out for people.
Star Wars.
Yeah, Star Wars people, not us.
Everything about Star Wars is a happy ending. We all know that series in general ended perfectly. That's what they say about it.
Yeah.
They say it ended perfectly.
Good.
Just like this show.
So good. Yeah, we ended so well. That's been Squishy Logic for this week. I hope you've enjoyed it. Till next time, keep it squishy.
And forever be logical. Just like me. I'm a logical man when I do this. Do the Egypt dance, and I'll do this. Stop watching me! I am censored.
Alright.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen, mein Lieblings.
Stop being racist. Bye.
That's not racist.
It's not English.
I've just got good genes.